Have you ever felt like giving up? Like all the effort just isn't worth it anymore? You're not alone. Across the board, more men are stepping back from the things that matter. Relationships, self-improvement, even their goals, and choosing to step away. And let's be real, it's easy to understand why. But here's the question. If you're really honest with yourself, is giving up what you want? Or is there still that part of you that's hungry for more? In this video, we're breaking down exactly why so many men are checking out, and more importantly, why that doesn't have to be your story. Stick around, and by the end, you'll see why pushing through is the game changer that sets you apart. So let's start with the reality of why so many men are giving up. Look, it's not hard to see where they're coming from. The pressure's intense. We're expected to succeed financially, be emotionally aware, physically fit, have great careers, stay grounded, and on top of it all, navigate a dating world that feels stacked against us. It's no wonder that a lot of guys are deciding it's just easier to step back. Maybe you felt it too. The frustration, the doubt, the constant wondering if it's even worth the effort. And then there's social media. You see these polished images of other people's lives, the supposed success stories, and it's hard not to feel like you're falling behind. But here's what most people miss. Giving up, even though it feels like a relief in the short term, doesn't lead anywhere you want to go. It's just a dead end, plain and simple. And we're going to talk about why you need to resist that urge to check out. Think of it this way. Picture two guys. One decides to coast through life, pulling back when things get tough, only putting in the bare minimum. He's constantly waiting for the right time to start living, but the right time never comes. The other guy? He decides to push forward, no matter how frustrating or hard it gets. Even when he fails, he keeps going, and bit by bit, he builds a life he's proud of. Which guy do you think feels fulfilled? Giving up may be easier, but it's also a guarantee that nothing changes. And that second guy, the one who keeps going, that can be you, but only if you refuse to give up. Alright, now let's talk about the reasons why you can't afford to give up, even if it feels like the easier path. 1. Growth only comes through challenge. First, let's get one thing straight. Real growth, the kind that changes who you are, only happens when you face challenges. When you choose to keep going despite the setbacks, that's when you build strength, resilience, and grit. Think about it. Every guy you look up to didn't get there by backing down when things got tough. They got there by pushing through the rough patches. And that's what made them who they are. 2. Life has more to offer than you realize. It's easy to feel like you've seen all there is, like nothing is going to surprise you. But the truth is, life has so much more to offer if you're willing to stick around for it. Opportunities, relationships, and moments of success. They don't just appear out of nowhere. They come to those who are willing to show up, day in and day out, even when it feels pointless. Quitting makes sure you never get to see what's on the other side of the struggle. 3. Self-respect and inner confidence. Finally, and this is huge, self-respect. When you give up, even if nobody else knows, you know that you didn't follow through, that you let fear or frustration get the best of you. But when you choose to keep going, even if you're the only one who sees it, you're building inner confidence and self-respect. That's something no one can give you or take away. It's what makes you feel solid, grounded, and genuinely confident, even when life's uncertain. So, how do you make sure you don't end up like the guy who gave up? Here are some strategies to keep you focused and committed. 1. Set clear goals and visualize the outcome. The first thing you need to do is set clear, specific goals. If you don't know where you're going, it's easy to get lost or give up, but when you have a target, it gives you direction. Write down what you want in as much detail as you can. Then visualize it. Think about what it's going to feel like when you achieve it. That feeling is what you're working toward, and it'll help keep you focused when you're tempted to quit. 2. Find the small wins every day. Big goals are intimidating. They can feel impossible if you look at them all at once. So instead, focus on the small wins. Set small daily goals that bring you closer to your main objective. Did you get a workout in? That's a win. Did you put in an hour toward your project or skill? Another win. These small wins build momentum and keep you moving forward. One step at a time, adds up, and over time, those steps lead somewhere meaningful. 3. Surround yourself with men who keep you accountable. One of the most powerful ways to stay committed is to be around men who are on the same path or even further along. Find people who challenge you, inspire you, and push you to keep going. This could be friends, mentors, or even people in your network who are pursuing similar goals. Having people in your life who hold you accountable is huge. It keeps you grounded and focused, even when you're feeling discouraged. 4. Use failure as fuel, not as a reason to quit. Finally, learn to use failure as fuel. Every time you face a setback, instead of letting it drag you down, see it as feedback. What can you learn from it? How can it make you better? The guys who make it aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who fail, learn, and come back stronger. If you can use failure as motivation instead of seeing it as a reason to quit, you'll find it much easier to stay on track. Now imagine this, you stick to it. You push through the frustrations, the failures, and the days where it feels pointless. And after all that work, you reach the other side. You've built a life you're proud of, achieved goals that felt out of reach, and become the kind of man you always wanted to be. That's the reward of not giving up, and believe me, it's worth every bit of struggle. At the end of the day, real success, real pride in who you are, doesn't come from quitting. It comes from staying in the game, no matter how tough it gets. That's where real fulfillment lies. So, to wrap this up, yes, a lot of men are giving up today, but that doesn't have to be you. You can make the choice to keep going, to push past the challenges, and to become someone who's stronger and more resilient because of it. Focus on building self-respect, setting goals, finding your small wins, and surrounding yourself with the right people. Remember, change takes time, but if you stay committed, the rewards are worth it. If this video gave you some clarity, hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content on masculinity growth and building a life you're proud of. Thanks for watching.